The acrid smell of smoke still clung to the air long after the flames were extinguished. It was a humid summer night, July 30th, 2011, when a fire engulfed the home of Bill and Kay Wood in what was once a quiet neighborhood nestled in the heart of Missouri. The glow of the inferno, a terrifying beacon against the inky blackness of the rural sky, painted a surreal and horrifying scene for any late-night observer. But as the fire burned, it didn't just consume wood and plaster. It incinerated a marriage, shattered a family, and plunged a community into a cold, terrifying mystery that remains unsolved to this day. This is the story of the Woods, a couple whose lives were cut short in a brutal act of violence that continues to haunt those left behind. Their narrative a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most ordinary lives. Bill and Kay Wood were, by all accounts, ordinary people who had carved out a life for themselves in a place that valued peace and quiet. Their home, a modest but well-maintained dwelling, stood as a testament to years of shared effort and enduring partnership. Bill, a man often described as stoic and reserved, possessed a quiet strength and a deep love for the outdoors. His hands, accustomed to hard work, were also gentle when tending to his garden or tinkering with his beloved tools. His passion for fishing and hiking meant he often sought solace and rejuvenation in the natural beauty surrounding their Missouri home. Kay, in stark contrast to her husband's quiet demeanor, was the vibrant heart of their life together. Her warmth radiated outwards, her infectious laugh could light up any room, and her dedication to her family, which included grown children and cherished grandchildren, was unwavering. She was known for her kindness, her ability to make everyone feel welcome, and her meticulous attention to detail, whether in her home or in her social engagements. They shared a home, a life, and, as it turned out, a shared tragedy. Their story, however, takes a dark turn when a fire tore through their house on that fateful July night, transforming their sanctuary into an inferno. Firefighters, alerted by desperate 911 calls from neighbors who witnessed the terrifying blaze, raced to the scene. The heat was intense, a palpable force that battled against their hoses and their determined efforts to contain the destructive flames. The crackling roar of the fire was a sound that would be seared into the memories of those who heard it, a symphony of destruction that drowned out all else. Once the flames were finally subdued and the thick, choking smoke began to dissipate, a grim discovery was made within the charred debris. The remains of a body were found, a horrifying testament to the fire's destructive power. Initially unidentifiable, the authorities began the painstaking process of sifting through the wreckage, searching for any clue that could shed light on the identity of the victim and the circumstances surrounding their death. Days later, through meticulous forensic analysis, the remains were positively identified as belonging to Bill Wood. But the confirmation of his identity brought with it another, even more disturbing revelation. Bill hadn't simply perished in the fire. He had been murdered. A gunshot wound was discovered, a chilling detail that unequivocally indicated that the fire had been deliberately set, a sinister attempt to cover up a heinous act of violence. The case, burdened by the destruction of the crime scene and the passage of time, quickly became a cold one, a testament to the complexities of the crime and the deep frustration of the investigators. There were no clear suspects, no definitive leads, just a series of unanswered questions and the lingering shadow of the missing Kay Wood. The lack of crucial physical evidence, compounded by the obliteration of the crime scene by the fire and the relentless march of time, created significant challenges that seemed insurmountable. The longer the case remained unsolved, the more the hope for finding Kay, alive, or even her remains, diminished, casting a pall over the Wood family and their close-knit community. As time wore on, the emotional toll on those left behind only deepened, a wound that refused to heal. The mystery of Kay's disappearance had become the focal point of a community's unanswered questions, a dark cloud that refused to dissipate. The impact of this case reaches far beyond the immediate grief experienced by Bill and Kay's family and friends. It stands as a stark and somber reminder of the inherent vulnerability of human life, the hidden darkness that can fester behind closed doors, and the long, enduring shadow that violent crime casts upon communities. The unanswered questions, the missing pieces of the puzzle, and the unknown fate of Kay would have left a void that can never be filled. The lingering uncertainty, the absence of closure, is a wound that time has proven incapable of healing. This case serves as a chilling warning, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating, far-reaching consequences of violence, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness. The disappearance of Kay Wood has, over the years, generated a multitude of theories, each one adding another layer of complexity to an already perplexing case. One popular theory suggests that Kay was murdered by someone known to her, perhaps as a consequence of domestic violence or a hidden personal conflict that had festered beneath the surface of their seemingly ordinary lives. Another theory points to an outside individual, someone who may have had a motive to harm Bill, with Kay becoming an unfortunate and tragic collateral victim of that targeted violence. Still, others theorize that Kay herself might have been involved in illicit activities and was therefore targeted for her actions, a grim possibility that adds another unsettling dimension to the narrative. The persistent lack of definitive evidence and the relentless passage of time have allowed these theories to run rampant, fueling speculation and exacerbating the sense of frustration felt by investigators and the public alike. Each theory, whether it holds a kernel of truth or is purely speculative, contributes to the ongoing mystery that continues to surround the case. The absence of a body, of any definitive proof of her fate, makes the case even more difficult to solve, transforming Kay Wood into a spectral figure in the annals of true crime, forever lost in the ether of unanswered questions. The impact of this case has extended far beyond the immediate circle of those affected, resonating with anyone who hears their story. It's a chilling and poignant example of a crime that has, to date, escaped justice, a stark illustration of how evil can evade accountability. In true crime communities, the details of the case are frequently discussed, debated, and dissected, with armchair detectives tirelessly trying to piece together the fragments. The lack of closure is a constant source of frustration for many, and the unsolved nature of the case creates a pervasive sense of unease and fear, a subtle reminder that such tragedies can occur anywhere, at any time. The story of Bill and Kay Wood has become a tragic symbol of the human experience, the sudden and brutal loss of life, the enduring and tormenting mystery, and the persistent, unwavering hope that truth, however elusive, will eventually prevail. As we look back on this tragic case, there is only one undeniable certainty. The fire that consumed the lives of Bill and Kay Wood ignited more than just a home. It sparked a mystery that continues to burn fiercely in the hearts and minds of those who know their story. The relentless search for answers, the unwavering pursuit of justice, and the enduring hope that Kay will someday be found, remain a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. The case of Bill and Kay Wood is not merely a true crime story. It is a stark and somber reminder of the fragility of life, the enduring, haunting power of mystery, and the unending, essential quest for truth. And until that truth is finally revealed, their story will continue to haunt us, a chilling and poignant reminder of the unanswered questions that linger, forever etched in the quiet corners of our collective conscience.